Okay. Click File, New. And logical, physical, and database is MySQL, and version is 5.x. Okay. Then you can create new model. So let's check some options. Click model and click model properties, then notation. Check this logical notation and physical notation. So if you are not IE, click this radio head button. So select IE, then OK. Then now let's make some entities. Click this button. This button is entity. Click this entity and click this screen. So you can make an entity. So you can set entity name. Then if you type tab, you can change this. So if you want to type primary key, type tab, then you can write primary key. Then you type tab. Then you can set attribute. So this is entity, and you can change this position, and you can change size. So click and Ctrl+C, then Ctrl+V. You can copy this entity. You can set some relationship between two entities. Let's set some relation. Click this identifying relationship and click parent entity, and click child entity. Okay. Then you can see this line between two entities. This line is relationship, and in relationship there are two kinds of relationship. First is identifying relationship, that parent's primary key is child primary key is inherited by parent entity. So you can see primary key is in primary key. So if you change this primary key name, PM key, you can see this child entity primary key is changed. Then if you double click this relationship, you can change some options about relationship. First, cardinality or relationship type. If you click non-identifying relationship, you can see this line is changed. This is non-identifying relationship. non-identifying relationship is that child entity inherit parents entity's primary key for child entity's normal attribute. So you can see this attribute is in attribute section. So you can set some relationship between two entities. For example, some employee entity. Let's make employee entity and set primary key employee ID and set attribute main. And let's make department and department ID and department name. So let's set some relationship between employee and department. Let's change department. So you can click identify relationship or non-identify relationship and set department as parent entity and set employee to child entity. So you can see this non-identified relationship is here. Then you can set some properties about this relationship. Double click this relationship and you can set verb phrase. So let's set parent to child verb phrase. Let's set the employee belongs to the department. Then child to parents verb phrase. Employees are assigned to department. Okay. Any change it does change. So why we double click and this setting is there are in settings. Then we can set some display option. So click model and click format and relationship display. Click verb phrase. So you can see verb phrase about this relationship. And you can set some cardinality about this relationship, 0 or 1 or more, or 1 or more, 0 0 or 1 exactly. So you can set some cardinality for this relationship. Then we can practice many-to-many relationship. Let's make entity about supplier. Name it primary key is supplier ID, and attributes is name, and make products and product ID and product name, and last make customer, and primary key is customer ID and customer name. We can set many-to-many relationship between these two and also these two. So click this many-to-many relationship and click supplier and product. You can see this many-to-many relationship. So, and then click this product and customer also. You can see this many-to-many relationship between three entities. And we must resolve this many-to-many relationship. We can understand what is a supplier and what is product and what is customer, and they have relationship about some supplier, warehouse product, and customer buy product. So customer can buy many products and supplier sell product to customer or get products in some supplier's warehouse. But you cannot make this system using three entity, because many-to-many relationship is hard to implement, because how we don't know how many attribute is in supplier for product, and we cannot know how many attributes in products. So we must resolve this many-to-many relationship. So click this many-to-many relationship and this button is activated. So many-to-many transform, click many-to-many transform and next, done. So you can see this entity is created. So we can set this entity's name as warehousing, and also click this many-to-many relationship and click many-to-many transform. Next, and done. So we can set this entity's name selling. Okay, so we can resolve many-to-many relationship using this way. And next is recursive relationship. Let's think about employee. employee code, employee ID, and employee name. If you wait a minute. Employee can have supervisor, so and supervisor is also employee, so employee must have relationship with employee. So you can click this non-identified relationship and click employee and click one more, so then you can see this recursive relationship about employee, but there are no attributes about some for reason key. So click this, double click this relationship, and you can set role name about this recursive relationship. So set supervisor code, supervisor code, supervisor ID. Okay, then you can see supervisor ID is added to attributes section. So you can set this recursive relationship by this way. Okay, let's practice supertype and subtype and setting domain, and last is printing. First, supertype and subtype. What is supertype and subtype? What is supertype and subtype in database? You can see some definition of supertype and subtype entities about. So maybe I think it is better to find some definition in internet than is better than I explained by my bad English. So you can see what is supertype and subtype. I can show you about the example about what is supertype and subtype. Set employee entities and set primary key as employee ID, and set attributes name and phone number. So you can we make employee entities, and we can make permanent employee, and we can set attributes as we can set attribute as salary, and let's make contract employee, and set hourly wage, is that right? So we can let's think we should make some database system about employee that can have permanent employee and contract employee. So you can set ER diagram as you can make 3 entities, and let's make supertype and subtype category. Click this exclusive subcategory and click this employee because employee is parent, and click this permanent employee. You can see some image, some picture is in middle of the line. So this is exclusive relationships category, exclusive categories, and make exclusive categories about employee and contract employee. Click this and click this. So you can see these exclusive categories are in our ER diagram. So this employee is supertype, and permanent employee and contract employee is subtype. And there are 2 kinds of subcategories. First is exclusive subcategories, and second is inclusive subcategories. So if you set inclusive category, if you want to set inclusive subcategory, double click this image and set inclusive type, and okay, then you can set inclusive subcategory. Exclusive subcategory is some employee should choose permanent or contract. It is exclusive category, and if some employee can choose permanent and contract, if employee can be permanent employee and contract employee, then it is inclusive subcategory. So if you should choose some if you should choose one subcategory, then it is exclusive subcategory. And if you can contain many kinds of subcategory, then it is inclusive subcategory. Then you can change this subcategory into many forms of ER diagram. So you can click this exclusive subcategory and click this supertype subtype identity. Then next, done. It is this exclusive subcategory is changed into 2 lines. And control type, please press Ctrl Z. You can undo. And click this exclusive subcategory, and this is supertype subtype roll up. Click next, done. So salary and hourly wage is merged into employee. So you can roll up permanent employee and contract employee into employee. And let's undo. Ctrl Z. And last, you can roll down. Supertype subtype roll down. Click this and next, done. So you can see changed ER diagram. So one is permanent employee and the other is contract employee. So you can change form of exclusive or inclusive subcategories using identity or roll up or roll down. And you can select some form. You can select form, but you must consider functional requirements or performance requirements when you draw or make ER diagram or database system architecture. So you can change form by this way. And let's control that. Click exclusive subcategory and let's roll up. And now, if you want to split this employee as permanent employee and contract employee, you can click this employee entity and click this vertical partition. Next, and you can set a number of partitions. Let's type 2. And first is you can set partition name. So I will type permanent employee. And second is contract employee. So click next, and you can choose some attributes. First, permanent employee have name and phone number and salaries, and contract employee have attributes that have hourly wage, name, and phone number. So if you if you choose, click next. After choose attributes and click next, and done. Is then employee entity is splitted by two entity. First is permanent employee and second is contract employee. So you can split some entity by this way. This is about supertype and subtype, subcategory, or so. And second practice is setting domain. Domain is custom data type. So you can see domains in left side of the screen, and you can create your domain using erwin. Let's click model and domain dictionary and create new domain. Let's click data type, or click number. It is parent, domain parent, and set number and set logical name as amount. And you can type tab. Physical name is changed automatically. So let's click OK. So you can see amount is added in domain. And let's make string domain string, and logical name is description, and tab and OK. So let's click OK. Then you can see description and amount is added to domains. So let's think about before example. Let's make supplier, and I'll use this, except this. I will use this. So supplier and product customer are in this ear diagram, and let's create some attributes about warehousing. In warehousing, so I want to add in warehousing amount. So we can drag and drop this amount domain in warehousing's attributes section. And also I want to add selling amount. So you can see this amount domain is added in two entity. And I want to add description, so drag and drop description. So you can add some your domains, your custom domains in entities. if you using domains, you can set some attributes about these attributes, amount or description. You can change its options easily. Click this description, and if you want to change domain's name, or something like description 1, you can type this, then automatically these attributes and these attributes is changed, so it's very powerful. And if you want to we can change some domain name. Let's type name inherited by attributes entity name. Then you can see data warehousing amount or warehousing description, selling amount, selling description, model domain dictionary, and I want underscore between these two. So warehousing amount, warehousing description, selling amount, selling description. So you can change attributes easily, and domain is very powerful. So you can set domain and you can draw ER diagram easily. Lastly, we can print our ER diagram. Let's click File, Print, and some print all page. Click Print all page and print. Then you can save as a PDF file or print as a document, as a paper. So if you can save as a PDF file, then you can submit that PDF file as a homework. Or if you can't save PDF file as a PDF file, print paper and scan that paper as a image. This and it is end. So I hope this video helps you. So if you have any question, send email to my email. My email is Jongmo My email is jongmopark@gmail. So if you mail to this email address, I will help you very kindly as soon as I can do. I will help you as much as I can. So email to me. I can write even if I can't communicate. So thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.